Hello everyone. So today I'm just going to be painting a loose painting in my homemade sketchbook. So this sketchbook only took me about a week and an entire weekend to figure out how to make my own sketchbook that I liked. That I'll just move this out of the way. That would work for me. So I did try tutorials and I did try glue book. So it didn't really work. So I did this one and it's just with elastic. So just elastic, and I've also done it so it's got an elastic you can bend backwards. So it was basically just trying to find out a way to make a sketchbook that I personally like and would use, that would work how I want it to. So now that I know that this method does work, I'm going to be doing maybe like a portrait or like different, like bigger books. But I also want to finish this entire sketchbook, try and get every painting that I do for a video, and see how the sketchbook is at the end, and see if it is worth making, more for myself. Anyway, so that might have been a long intro. Let's get to the painting. Okay, so because I've got a bumblebee theme going on, I'm going to do some bumblebees with some flowers. So I could just go straight in and but I might maybe do a bit of a shape, maybe. Oh, that's a terrible shape. That's an awful shape. Let's remove that and risk it. Let's just remove that. Also, the beads that I attached to the sketchbook just for a bit of personalisation, I probably should have actually attached once I'd finished the book, because obviously, as you can see, it makes it a bit wobbly. Okay, so my palette's a bit of a mess. So I'm taking sap green, although there's plenty of sap green left over, so I might just re-wet this sap green, and a bit of gamboge. Right, okay, so that look like a flower to you? So, and then I hope that doesn't dry too quickly. I would do another one sort of over here. So I'm doing loose and wet, so that's kind of why I wanted to make this kind of sketchbook. I know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I could have just, bought one, that I liked, but I've always wanted to try and make one that was successful, and it was trying to make one that was comfortable for the way that you like. Because I used to, when I only used to do landscapes, when I was first getting into it, I only did landscapes, and you had like a, one that was fully, size of the whole sketchbook was one page, just landscape. And I don't really use them as much anymore, unfortunately. And it's just, at least when you make your own, you can kind of figure out what you like. And I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but there's a little thing under my nail there. My poor nails are short because they irritate me, but there's a little mark there that looks like dirt. It's not, it's when it's when I was trying to sew. I mean, I haven't given up on trying to sew. It's a good skill to have, but I gave it a try and I managed to sort of okay. Right. I sort of managed to make knots into it. Sorry, I was getting some darker colour. So this is indigo mixed in with the gamboge and probably some sap green. Ooh, get a bit more indigo on gamboge. So I mean, I don't know if I have enough people actually watching my video to notice that I'm sitting in a different location, but I tend to just follow where the best light is because I do have a ring light, but I find that sometimes it can glare against the water on the actual paper and I can look a bit glaring. So try and follow where the best light is. So how's this looking? I should have used a spray bottle, to be honest. I would think I wanted it a bit more wet in wet. Actually, let's use a bigger brush. See if that will help. Bit more water. How am I going to do it over here? I could actually just sort of. That's a bit better. Getting lots of indigo because I want a dark green. If I can sort of try and do the flower shapes a bit better. Maybe I should have carried on sketching them in. Trying to be gentle as I go around the corners. I want to use my bigger brush so I can get more pigment, but obviously that means more risk of ruining my flower shape. And I'm not 100% happy with it already. Although the dark green is kind of helping me. I want to be careful because I don't want to ruin all the sap green and gamboge that I already put down. You see that shaping into something I'm happy with? Gently go around there. I see, that's quite nice. I'm happy with that. I think the problem is that because I did the flowers so far apart, there's different directions. So in this section, I've managed to make them meld together, blend together, melt together, blend together. So I'm able to make it not so obvious like this bit. So you can tell where the brush strokes, brush strokes were heading, you can tell I flicked it out, whereas over here they were getting a bit of a mush, but I think that's solved now, hopefully. Right, so I want to add some splatters, but I don't want to risk getting too much in the flowers themselves. So I need to maybe work on the middle part, and then maybe mixing up Van Dyke brown and indigo and lighten it up to make grey, for the. Although there's another thing that I do, I tend to sometimes bleed in the green, sometimes make the stem sort of come out like that, but it doesn't always look good. Van Dyke brown. Oops. Although, oh, that's a shame because I think that grey beforehand was quite nice already. There we go. This always makes me nervous when it comes to doing this. I don't always know where to put the shadows so it looks good. I'm already seeing the problem. I should have made the flowers bigger because they look tiny. I think because I've cut the page, obviously, I think I underestimated how big the page actually is. Maybe I should be a bit more brutal with my brush strokes and just sort of, oh, maybe that was a bit too brutal. Maybe that was a bit too brutal. Now while I'm doing this, I said I was going to paint bees, didn't I? And I suppose, where did I think I'm going to put my bees? Up here maybe. Maybe be down here. Okay. Now I might have to clean the space. Trying to make a dark blackish kind of colour. There we go. I'm going to get my precision brush. It's going to be a small bee, but good thing is you can add to it. Oh. Maybe we should just wait until it's dry, like a normal person. Unfortunately, it's the flowers. They're so tiny. They're so tiny. I mean, it's a bit late now, but they're so small. I really should have done them bigger. Oh well, there's plenty of pages in the sketchbook. I could always just paint it again. I'm also trying to just give this one a bit more shape. See if I can help it a little bit. I mean, I say help it. I mean, I don't dislike it or anything. It's just two things. I should have either added more or made it bigger. But, you know. Still pretty cute. Now I'm going to let this dry before I figure out where I'm going to put a bee, and that's if I do put a bee. But I do know I definitely want to add some sort of sparkly gold because that's nothing new there. So I'm just getting some metallic sparkly paint. I've decided against bees. Or have I? I don't know. We'll add this and we'll see. So I don't want this. Hang on a minute. So this brush will be too big to splatter. They'll be too large. This one I've tried using and it doesn't really do them. But maybe this is a nice middle. Unless I could try this one to flicker. To splatter, sorry, flicker to splatter. Then ah. I mean, maybe it doesn't need any bees because I'm adding the gold to sparkly. The last few days I've been drawing a lot of bees in my other sketchbook, just my mixed media sketchbook that I've just been drawing with other types of mediums with. I've been drawing bees with Crayola a lot. I suppose I could do Crayola bees in this. Right, I think I'm going to I think I'm going to call that finished. I think that's really pretty. I do like how the sketchbook is working so far. I mean, like I said, it's in the first painting and I'm hoping to do each page for a video, and at the end I can kind of see if it's got wear or tear. Maybe I should try and take it like travelling as well. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, so thank you all so much for watching. I must put in a special request to myself to feature a bee next time because it feels like they've been left out, especially since the fact we have obviously have a bumblebee theme going on. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.